Hello, hello. Come on in the room. On the way. Come in aggressive and noisy.
Uh-oh. You want it lie? You think? Lie?
Yeah, I told you that.
My bad.
Shut up, baby. On the way.
Baby.
Cause the dog will come here. Yeah, it was free.
No, I ain't.
You are really you wild. You wild.
I'm trying to come here so I don't get fined.
Leave it low, baby. Leave it low. You already told.
I don't want to be low.
Baby, but you already told. I'm gonna stand up there. Look here. I'm still barely taller than you sitting down.
It hurt my knees be all low.
Stretching it, stretch them out. Lift up the Lord. Come on,
let's
saints.
jump out the way.
Lift up the Lord. Come on, saints. Lift the Savior. Come on, say it. Wait a minute. That's not the right note. We're gonna try this again.
No, we're not.
Oh, I wish I had some help in the building.
You are not the choir director.
I am. Come on in, y'all.
That is a lie.
Hey, saints. I wish I had some real saints off up and through here.
I'm the pastor of the church.
What church is that? I'm leaving.
My church. Who? You can't leave.
Why I can't? Why I can't leave? Why I can't leave your regular church?
Try it. See what happens.
Special. He telling me he the pastor of church. I told him I'm leaving whatever church he the pastor of.
You lie. You lie.
Why I can't leave the church?
That you don't leave my church.
What you gonna do if I leave the church?
Okay.
You know
Try it. Try
it. Oh Lord. Child, I don't want to be in no church. Saints, I don't want to be in no church you the pastor of. Okay? We wouldn't have no members. When I say no members, not one.
First of all, you need to get your right breast off me.
What?
You
Whoa. In the Song of Solomon, he talked about the woman, his wife's breast.
Well, I ain't saying no song, and my name ain't Solomon.
Really, Cedric? So come on in, say hello. Trying to get everybody a minute to get on in the building. I know we're a little behind, but we get a little touch over there. Baby, hit the one over there. No, baby, what are you doing?
You say hit one.
The message, not one.
This one?
Like, yes. Why you acting like you rode the short bus?
This ain't the right mouse.
Baby, oh my Lord. Really, dude? What you say?
We be coming through them loud pipes. It's Richmond Heights.
Oh,
who is always right. Richmond Heights.
Well, you could have kept that message off the screen, but thank you, Mike, for your raggedy Richmond Heights antics.
Girl, please. You know Richmond Heights is what you like.
Anyway, who done requested to come up already? Terry, we don't just bite you, but when we first come in the room, now you've been watching us enough to know that. And you come in here and you had nothing to say. You just come in here to be in the box.
What's going on here?
What you did, baby?
There's something sticky over here. What the Monica Lewinsky is going on over here?
Baby, hush. Oh, Jesus.
It's all on my leg. What's happening?
Baby, what is you talking about?
It's sticky. What you look at that? What this? What y'all doing in here? This better not be no body fluid.
Baby, hush.
Give me something.
I ain't got nothing to give you.
Go outside and get me something.
And get what, Cedric Thomas?
First of all, you're too loud.
Get what, Cedric Thomas?
It's sticky. I don't know what it is. It's
baby,
disgusting.
Baby, it's probably some body cream or something. Smell it. Why'd you wipe on my clothes?
This is bullshit right here.
Saints, we have praying for Cedric. He done.
Whatever. Got me in here.
Hey, Bianca.
What's happening? This ain't right.
Baby.
It's
oh
all
my
over
God.
my leg.
Baby. Oh my Lord. You are doing. Look under this. Probably some lotion or something you're doing.
I don't want to look under nowhere.
Oh my Lord.
I got enough surprises.
Thank you, dear. Listen. Help, Lord.
What this is right here? Water?
Anyway, it's water, yes. But it's not the kind of way you like it. So. Anyway, So listen, we're gonna go and get started. I was trying to get logged in everywhere, but I don't like this happening right now with my life. This is one of them days. How you feeling special with your vertigo? Because honey, I know that vertigo ain't nothing to deal with. Ain't nothing to play with at all.
You got no sanitizer in there?
It is something, honey. I mean, you act like you are like sanitizer. If it's a bodily fluid, sanitizer is not gonna do nothing but put sanitizer on.
Just get it. Shut your mouth. What you got going on in here?
What is it that you say you see for real?
You didn't see all that sticky stuff on my
No,
hand?
I didn't see it on your hand.
It's on my leg. I don't know where it come from.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
That's why I'm coming here right here.
I'm in the middle of cleaning my office. So that's
This
why
is the den of ill repute.
Yeah. You did say some sticky stuff on here. So I'm turning these lights on. Go make out that service to know the stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate you. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Look, right. So listen. So my husband sent me a bunch of stuff, but I didn't. We didn't
See,
come
you
up
still
with.
tall. I could be tall.
Yeah, I'm leaning over. So my husband got me. What she said? You also have the flu. Mm-hmm. Ooh, child, vertigo and the flu is not it. I don't know how you doing that, child. How you even on the? How you can even read? Look, I won't be able to write nothing. It'll be looking all like.
Well, that's why I be right up now, but you know.
It's hard for me to write stuff now.
Yeah.
Is that how God tell you to treat your wife?
Yes.
What do you say? What did him say?
Be truthful.
That's what God said?
Mm-hmm. Tell the truth. Can't lie.
Anyway.
It don't smell good.
I know it do. Anyway. So, I mean.
Autumn rainfall.
Share out a little bit. Oh, damn.
I like that. This ain't come from what's the name, though?
I don't know that.
That what's your place you go?
It don't matter. I got it. You ain't gotta say the name.
Huh?
You ain't gotta say the name, baby. All right, so
listen, you're not gonna keep talking any kind of way on TV.
Baby.
What?
You're getting sidetracked.
All right, how I'm sidetracked? You the one talking about don't say something I ain't even say.
You getting ready to say it.
You know, and?
What is you reading? You supposed to be focusing. You doing everything but.
We ain't sponsored by them.
We ain't sponsored by nobody. Well, we can be, but you gotta be focused. You can't be talking about some substance on your leg.
I am focused.
Baby, why you peeling all my stuff off?
See, you sidetracked. Worrying about what I got going.
That's mine.
It's ours. We're one.
We're about to disrupt this live, y'all.
Same way out when you be that check come, you be talking about it's ours.
We're about to disrupt this live because my husband is being extra. No, hey, loving me. Listen, I don't know what's going on with your brother, but something wrong with him.
Yeah, something wrong with me. You.
Yeah. All right, so I titled it "Why the Hate." So this came from.
Where it came from?
No, I ain't leaving him. I'm trying to leave my brother alone. Girl, if you heard him, you'd have said the same thing. So it came from a live that I was on the other day. And actually, so funny, I was in the bed, getting ready to go to bed. You said, "What up, though?"
I said, "What up, though?"
Man, put the phone where you can see it, honey.
What you think I'm trying to do?
I don't know what you're trying to do. What are you doing? What do you need? The dog that came in. I thought, get out, sir. You know what? I thought I shut the door. So anyway, it came up. Hey, Antonio.
What up, though?
All right, came on from a live I was on the other day. And when I was in there, I didn't feel like going in there, but when I was in there, somebody started giving me and said flowers for our marriage ministry and how it affects them, and how even though they're older than us, it gave them life and inspiration, blah, blah, blah. And it really came in a day that I was actually kind of emotionally drained, mentally drained. I was just kind of out of it. And so it was refreshing. And then somebody else was saying the same thing. They were just saying it goes to show you that you can have real love, that that it's out there, that exists, blah, blah, blah. So, it was unsolicited. It just came out of nowhere. Thank you so much for the love, for tapping the screen. I appreciate it. So then a guy came in who does not know us, but was like, I'm going to be devil's advocate. Everybody was following Derrick Jackson. And, he was doing this and that. His wife, all y'all followed him. All y'all this. Well, first of all y'all didn't do nothing, because I'm not being funny. I ain't trying to say we super spiritual, nothing. But we saw through Derrick Jackson when Derrick Jackson came on the scene. So that's first. But I hear people a lot on here when you go into a live, and just say if somebody was giving somebody flowers, right? Telling them that what they do, whatever kind of work they do, whatever lives they have, make them feel good, inspiration, whatever. Why is it that you always got to have one or a few that come in to just be polar opposite of the moment? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, like I understand everybody's not going to agree, but if somebody's giving you flowers, why does somebody then got to say, yeah, but you don't know if he deserved it? Like, I'm telling you from what I observed or what I experienced. Like, why is it that we have to? We say haters are real, but Antonio, I know haters are real, but the thing that's frustrating to me is that it just seemed, and it is happening. It happened to us, but it's not just with us. I see it often in lives where people just have to. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that, honey? Jealousy does exist.
Right. That's a very layered question, because there's a lot of different reasons why someone could possibly do that. But I think, like they were saying, jealousy and hate, because they're not talking about them in that way.
Read some screen comments because it's kind of far. I'm trying to get to it right
now. Hurting people hurt people. That's where they're at in their life.
But like, some people say, well, I won't play devil's advocate. And like, so I'm using us because we can talk about us specifically, but I see it often. And I'm just wondering, like, you can be having a feel-good moment. Everybody can be sharing childhood stories. Now, in everything you do, you can have good childhood stories and bad ones, right?
Right.
But if everybody's sharing their good ones, why you gotta come and be like, oh, but what happens if this and the other? Like, why does it have to? Like, are people just that miserable that they get to do that? Or like, some people feel like they really just, I think you have to read from I can't see.
There's only one comment. Well, no. Demons recognize anointing. Haters are real. It's people who are looking for anything to hate.
I get that. And then microphone over there. Hello, Lena. No, there's one underneath there.
I got it. What's up, Lena? She said, hello, good people. Mike said, misery loves company.
So what were you saying?
What I said? that what I mean, jealousy causes people to do things.
Projecting, isn't that what they say?
Yes.
So, okay, so I've heard projecting before. That means just putting off on you what I feel? I mean,
well, that's not, I don't think it's quite project. Projecting is like, if I say you always doing this, or you that, or you're this, most of the time people are saying you're what they are.
Hello. I can't see. Hey, Fit. Okay, so.
What up, though? Queen of trucking.
So I have been in a place, right, where somebody's been talking about, everybody talking about some, I'm not talking about if everybody's just talking about a topic and everybody kind of go along to get along. Because I've seen the rooms where everybody just agree when it's wrong. What, you know what I'm saying? Like where they're going.
Well, and another thing I just thought about too, it's not just jealousy. It's also like some people feel like, I guess they're the gatekeepers of whatever. So they're like, I don't know about these people. So who are they to be getting these accolades or these kudos? Because I don't know if they deserve it.
See, now that's kind of how I felt later on. Like because the people that rock with us, and they rock with us hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then
I'm saying it's like, who made you the gatekeeper of compliments? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not on board or know the people, then that doesn't mean anything,
hey,
because you don't know everybody.
What she say? What she say?
Hello?
No, at the bottom. Nikki said something.
Rocking, I think. Yeah, with a bunch of G's.
Yeah, I mean, I say I can't see. I'm trying to get logged in, but I'm not.
That Sonika says, "Love y'all." That's Vic.
Yeah, that his not your Vic, but this the one that invited himself to our house on his own.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
That's how I remember you. So, she's saying, I said, you be rocking with us. You rocking with us,
right?
And that's the thing. Like everybody, I'm not saying that everybody has to go along to get along, but in moments where there can be ministry going forth, or it can just be a feel good moment, it's usually one person that come in that got to be like, I know, but it ain't all that. Like, I had better, or that kind of love can't exist, or whatever.
I think it's a place of maturity as well, because even if you personally don't feel the person, if somebody else is saying good things about them, what does it have to do with you?
Hey, T baby.
Everybody's relationship is different.
All right, Queen of Trucking. The topic was, I actually put it as why to hate, but I was talking about, I was in a live, and some people that know Cedric and I was giving us kudos, and they were talking about us, and other people started to chime in about how they had lost hope and love, but they want what we have, and blah blah blah. So then somebody else came in and was like, oh, well, everybody was following Derrick Jackson, and y'all see what he was doing, and it may not be all it was, and I don't envy no person, I don't want what they got. It's like, and my question was, why, if people are either having a feel good moment, or like what people were giving us accolades in that moment, because even the best couple have down moments. We still have disagreements, but we've learned how to matriculate through them. But we have seasons where we're down, seasons where we need encouragement, where we need love. I'm like, why is there always a time where somebody has to come and just try to like rain on your parade almost?
Antonio says, facts say it. Fit, I'm not sure what that says.
Fit Warrior
says, I love how you two match. Did you ask each other what color you were going to wear? No.
Oh, Lord. Listen, now we did not. This shirt was in my office. I took off my dress and put it on.
T-Baby say, that's hate and jealousy. Love Me says, reminds me of drivers in traffic. The steering wheel, their guard. I'm not sure what she mean by that.
Fix that. Fix that, Love Me, so we can know what you said.
Fedora says, love it. She says, Derrick Jackson has nothing to do with your life on a capitalizing moment.
What does that mean?
Big Mike said, always a Debbie Downer.
Right. So what does that mean when you said, baby, not that mouse, please? When you said Derrick Jackson had nothing to do with our life, what does that mean?
People say they don't want it, but really hate they don't have it. They hide behind the rocks.
Oh, they probably throw the rocks and hide their hand.
Okay. Tony said, hate the compliments y'all were getting, had nothing to do with that person. He is old news.
I know that people are not gonna always like her. Don't get us wrong. I know people don't always like me. I know that situation. So I'm not acting as if I don't know that. The problem I have is it just seemed to be more, and I go back to this one live I had one time, and the topic was just be kind. And somebody came in the room and was like, hey, what?
I good. something.
Oh, I got you. Bye. See, when black people have your phone number and you can't understand what they're saying, they call you and tell you. So Loving Me's comment was like when people are in traffic and they behind the steering wheel, how they will, you know, they be bad. They blowing the horn and acting silly, but they wouldn't do that if they was in your face. Right, that's like those keyboard warriors as well.
So Queen of Trucker said, you said someone mentioned him. They need to keep watching him. I never watched him, a narcissistic guy.
Right. But they were saying that they basically were saying everybody was everybody was following him and he was a fake. And what I was saying to him is that from the first time we saw him, we were like, we don't agree. Because it's people that learn how to put words together, but you got to help me. You ain't reading none of the comments. They just going by like crazy.
Maybe they talking to each other.
Yeah, but you still have to read because they're interacting.
Well, why do we have to read? They asking them, telling how they doing.
Not that part, but the other.
So what's what I'm saying?
See, she said, I see. But
no, they're talking to each other, honey.
I'm reading it. Oh, look. Here's old news.
I said that already. I've been reading it. Listen, if you don't think I'm doing it, you can do it. I
want to sit back down.
Well, sit down.
So look at Lena. Don't encourage.
Right, she worried me by reading it. They having a conversation with each other. There ain't nothing.
Anyway, right. So anyway,
you're gonna need me.
Andy is. Mm-hmm. I got this one.
And you will find that I will be unavailable.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's the thing. I know we talked about that people do that for. Do you think that they? Ouch.
See, got it like ugly.
Do you think that people know that they're being a Debbie Downer or jealous, or do you think they really think that they're helping people by pointing out what they might not see?
First of all, you just booted me. You need to watch where you going with that thing. Oh Lord. Number 2 and 3 is all both of them.
All both of them.
Yeah. Some people think that that's their normal state is chaos and foolishness. So that's not anything unusual. And some people think they saving somebody by being negative and questioning everything.
But why is it your job to say? Like if I went somewhere and they were just talking about somebody and experience they had with somebody, I wouldn't feel like I need to save them. Now, if they were around and asking an opinion on something, that's different.
But that's just like you see people online, random people at the park enforcing made up rules. You can't do this in this park. You can't do that. Who made you the officer of the park?
Loving Me. Some people are just negative.
Right. Well, I'm going to do it because I live here and I use this park, so I'm going to enforce rules. And it come to find out it's not even really a rule. Let's say some folks hate their own life, so they can't be happy for you. Misery loves company. Just say, was their name Karen? Yes. Always a Karen or Ken.
That's funny.
But yeah, you see it all the time. People just go out of their way to do stuff. Like, I'm going to block you and hold you here until the police come because you're not supposed to be walking, holding hands. What?
So that we use that topic, but because I've had a topic about being kind. One day I was just saying, we are in this world, we're just not kind people anymore. Like when the men grew up, they held the doors for women that came in, children, they taught men.
Well, that wasn't kind though. That's just respect and how we were raised.
Well, okay, kind, respect, any of that, we don't have that as a regular occurrence. If somebody holds the door for me now, I'm like, oh, like I'm used to y'all will, open the door and stuff.
But you don't even want to do it now because people don't even say nothing. They just walk through like you owe them something. Like
now that is very bothersome. When
I see the dude online, come here and close the door. I open the door for you. Come back. I take it back.
Antonio said people love to try to force their perspective on others, which is true.
Yes. That's what I'm going to say next. Yes. I read it before you get to it.
You're so silly. Look at Mona.
What up, though?
So, somebody, I think, no, baby.
Some people want to see the world in chaos and disconnect.
Now,
that's true.
When you go to therapy, they go into your childhood, your upbringing, because who you are is a direct reflection of how you were raised, things of that nature.
Right.
So do you think that people that want chaos and what Mike said, chaos and what? Confused? What did he say? Chaos and something else?
He said disconnect, but
disconnect.
Chaos, confusion.
Right. Those people, do you think that's because that is the norm that they're used to and they just can't move past the norm, essentially?
Exactly. Because they don't. But then again, you are a product of your upbringing, but you also do have choices. Because if that's the case, everybody that was raised a certain way will be doing certain things, and that's not true.
That's true.
Let's see. I was holding the door for folks in New York, and I had to let go after about 6 or 7 minutes. Spirit of confusion. They need Jesus. Laugh out loud.
Now, but like Loving Me said something about demons and spirits.
Of course.
Like, we don't like to talk about the spiritual realm, but there's stuff that's going on in the spirit realm. Okay, Loving Me, in the spirit realm for real. Mm-hmm. Because if you notice, like the mean-spirited stuff you see people do, even our children, our young teens, and stuff that you see them do to adults and older people, that didn't happen back in the day. Not that you didn't have a random person do something, but that wasn't okay.
That goes to upbringing too, because like for us, even how we were raised, even if your mama never went to church, she always made you go.
That's what I hear.
That church bus used to be in the neighborhood picking up everybody. Every kid on that block. And no mamas wasn't going.
What did she say?
They live in the
percolatory
part of Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, she had that word. She's so silly.
So yeah, but we were raised in the church. A lot of these kids now, they don't ever go to church. Not even on Easter and Christmas.
So okay, so hold on. It said, you're right. It happened, but the response was different. It wasn't allowed. Right. Well, first of all, if I saw one of my friends do that, I'd be like, "What is wrong with you?"
Do what?
Like do something to an elderly person, or because that was so like out of the way.
But see, now it's so taboo to call anybody out on anything. Like if anybody is doing anything wrong, it's like, well, they're expressing themselves or they're being who they are. No, some stuff is wrong.
What about the Christians that can't get called out on nothing?
But it ain't just Christians.
No, I ain't talking about. But I'm not talking about. We talk everybody, but especially Christians, because we're called to held to a higher standard. We've said that. So why is it that we're all so super sensitive in this moment?
I didn't know we all.
Oh, we got you missed. We both look said. Thank you. We both had some cowboy hats. We didn't even know it.
I didn't see it on this one.
It went away, and this is a little delayed. So thank you so much for the hats. It's good to see a positive couple on here. Keep it up. Well, Armand, we thank you for coming by. We know we're here on Thursday nights, and we do our lives together. And we don't go over what we're going to talk about. We may have a topic, but we don't discuss because I'm not a man and I don't pretend to be one. I don't play one on TV, and he's not a woman, so he can't say how women feel, but we can talk about our experiences together and how we've overcome those said things. So, we appreciate you coming by. Now, why my thing lit up? My watch. My little watch lit up. Some maybe you gotta move this to the side because you missing when that message just popped up.
What you mean? I thought you was reading them.
I can't see it over there. That's not. They don't come up.
They don't want peace and happiness. Shh. They rather see ruin and divide people.
I seen my granddad and his friends deal with knuckleheads in our community, but that's the thing. We had community. If Cedric saw Antonio's son misbehaving, he'll snatch him up and then be like, "Hey, I had to yoke your boy up today. What are you doing? Blah blah blah." Oh, and then when Antonio got home, He snatched him up.
Tell your mind.
First of all, for embarrassing me out here in these streets, that Mr. Said had to snatch you up.
Right.
It was like, and so kids knew that it's not about just hiding from our parents, but it was a community affair. We all wanted to see our children do well. Now I'm my child's friend. You can't say to my child would never do that, or it's because they was hurt, or the teacher did this. No, sometimes your children are just bad. It's loud.
Yes.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Really loud.
He bad. Mm-hmm. Come on, give me some bad love. I know you've been saying something smart.
Anyway, no, but we don't have communities like we used to, because everybody get their little change and move to the PWI areas in the suburbs and this and that, and them people don't care about your kid. They call the police on them every chance they get.
Facts.
And we don't know each other, or we're not, because we don't do the same things. Like back in the day, mostly everybody went to church, or all the kids went to the same school. So we kind of rallied around the same stuff. So, oh yeah, I remember you at church. Oh yeah, I saw you at the PTA. Oh, I saw you at the store.
Relationships with them.
You see them at the grocery store. So you see them all the time. So you know those people. So you feel comfortable if your neighbor grab your son up, because he's a stand-up guy.
Right.
But now you don't know who your neighbor is. Your neighbor might be on a wanted list of the FBI or something. You don't know who it is.
Antonio said, and some folks know these kids are wrong and still defend it.
Of course.
And that's what we were talking about.
Right.
Hey, business pro. So it's so much.
It's just the whole thing. These participation trophies and all this kind of mess.
Okay, let's talk about these participation trophies.
It's too much.
Why do we have participation trophies?
To make everybody feel good.
But listen, that's not life.
At
Especially not for any people of color at all. It's not life, because you're going to win and you're going to lose, and especially depending on where you are, you might, especially as a male, African American male, you might lose a little more than you win.
You're gonna lose a lot.
And then if all you've ever received was participation trophy, like you feel like I should get something for just being here.
And that's the thing.
That's that entitlement, though, right?
Right, like somebody owe you something.
That starts that entitlement thing.
It don't go your way. You do something you ain't got no business. You doing some ass stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they told me no. Yes, no.
But
you didn't win. You get nothing. So you need to work harder and be better.
But like the people that are in sports back in the day, the players.
Listen, you couldn't give us no participation trophy.
You listen.
Man, I don't want that jump.
Right, listen. But so all the men in here who ever played sports, if you back in the day, if somebody gave you a participation trophy, what would have been your response?
It'd have been right there when I left.
You wouldn't have took it with you?
No. What for what? Well, I don't deserve a trophy.
And not only that, but
right.
How people cracked on each other back in the day, you can't crack on them now. That's
don't be placating me.
It's bullying and offensive.
Right.
Listen.
But this is what I don't get. How can you do that online when all you gotta do is turn the computer off?
Don't start that. Okay. It said that's their culture. We adopted that over the years. T baby talking about it being thrown away. What? Right.
Thrown away.
But the problem we have, my girl's over there.
Also, at birthday parties, if it's not your birthday, you don't get a gift.
Right. Okay. So
what is that about, baby?
I'm sorry, honey. I was trying to get in the shot.
Baby, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know, but you don't want me to be close to you?
You beat me up with the boot.
Any other time, that's not a problem.
I don't want it on my shoulder. That's not where it goes.
Solomon says, nah. Solomon says a Durham Participation Pro trophy. Nah, nope. Antonio said participation trophy just meant you lost, right?
Listen, I'm like, what's the name? Ricky Bobby. Second place is the first loser.
Right. Well, that, you know what though? That's true.
Right. You're the first loser. That's all second place.
But then look, we're all having these conversations, but are we really teaching our children that now?
Who?
We're not talking about you.
Oh, you know
I know you are touched.
Boy, listen. I tell my son quick, but that ain't it. That ain't the one. You got to be better. Look, we didn't want to
look. If you ain't first, you're last.
Listen, look. We ain't want them second place trophies. We want that.
Like,
jump.
listen, I remember when
keep that.
when people would be aggressive about a second place trophy. I really do. Like, I don't want that second place trophy.
Don't want it. You can keep it.
The bronze. I don't want no
if
bronze.
If it ain't first, no, bronze is third place.
They ain't want silver.
Silver is
They ain't
second
want
place.
silver or bronze.
You see how I know? I don't want none of them. I want gold. That's it. If I can have gold, you can keep the rest of that junk.
That's hilarious.
I'll try it again next time.
If everyone gets this picture, I'll be the water boy, right? But you know what though? We have overcompensated for. Yeah. We have problems in our communities, in our lives, in the world, but we overcompensated. So we went from our parents took us to church too much. So all day, every day,
right.
To now the kids don't go at all. So now when the children are acting out or playing with things that are anti-Christian, then they don't even understand it is because you have not put them in church, taught them church, raised them in church. So we got to stop overcompensating.
That's the thing. See, they don't understand that your mom had you in church all the time, but see, you don't understand this because you weren't raised like this. But most single parent households, the mom had to work all the time. So the children were left unattended a lot. So she made sure you were in church all the time. So you had you were getting good influence by people at the church. You were getting fed the word. And it was keeping your black butt out of trouble because you went home with an idle mind because we didn't have no PlayStations and cell phones and none of that.
That's true.
So I know where you are. You safe. And I don't have to worry about you burning the house down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I read that one.
I can't tell because you keep having to leave the name.
I just told you.
I can't deal with you tonight. All right, Antonio said it's a level of mediocrity that has been accepted, correct? So if we are on a job, we all get a raise. No, that ain't how. And that's why it's a problem when we do these participation trophies, because when you get to a job and you're not, when somebody else get a raise, then why ain't get a raise? You ain't been here long enough.
Well, and you're not good. You're bad at your job. It's terrible. Look at all your reviews, all bad. So why would we give you a raise? We're actually thinking about firing you.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you need to tighten up. Then after they fire them, they come back doing some stuff they ain't got no business to the job.
No, I know you was being funny, but I'm saying that is you were being funny, but I've heard that before.
That's true. Yeah.
So you're being funny, but there are people that feel like we all need to get a raise. We all get a birthday gift at your party. We all get a gift at your birthday party. Just like, okay, so here's the thing. When we took our kids to Chuck E. Cheese when they were growing up, whoever's birthday it was, like just say if y'all came to the party and I gave all the kids 100 tokens apiece, right? If they won those tickets, all those tickets went to the birthday person. And people used to be like, why it is their birthday.
Right.
First of all, you ain't paid for nothing. And that's their birthday. And now if I came to your child's birthday and my child won a bunch of tickets, nope, you're giving that to them. It was a way of continuing to celebrate their birthday.
Right.
Oh, my child want to give. I'm going to go buy them something.
That's your business.
That is a problem.
No, that's your business. Well, we ain't finna do that.
Kids are being taught that with everyone getting it right. But then what you think, it rolls over from children to adults. Mm-hmm. It don't stop.
And no one is honest with their kids.
It falls back to dealing with feelings instead of what it is. Right. We don't like to deal with real things. Y'all know that, right?
No, but I'm saying if people are unrealistic, I coach for a long time and people run up on you and be like, hey, why is little Johnny not playing? Well, little Johnny is terrible. No, he's better than so-and-so on the team. No, he's not. So there's no reason for Johnny to be playing more minutes than so-and-so because he's not good.
I can't deal with
you.
If
you want Johnny to play more minutes, you better take Johnny to the court and practice.
I can't deal with you.
People won't tell their children the truth.
Why?
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, they're not going to get any better by doing that. You're making them dysfunctional adults. Because when people start telling the truth, they lose their mind. Oh, he said I was bad. Okay.
Look, and everybody else said I was good. They was lying.
You got more. You got a bunch of them coming up there. Go ahead. You read them?
Yeah, okay.
Let's see if it falls back to dealing with feelings instead of what is.
I read that already.
People always grade themselves and children on the curve.
Listen.
We're not gonna say I want my tickets.
What tickets?
Mm-hmm.
Renaka, what tickets are you talking about, honey?
You're talking about me.
But the neighborhood back then, if you look at, okay, have you ever thought back about people in your neighborhood and their households, how they was dysfunctional, but you didn't know they were dysfunctional because the children went outside and played.
Right.
You know, like,
oh, you're talking about from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, gosh. Listen, the children went outside and played. They had friends. Now they don't have friends anymore. Like, they meet people only online. Like,
this is the thing too. We had pride in our neighborhood where we stayed. Like, when you came down, we weren't rich at all. You know, our neighborhood, but you didn't see trash all over the place. Everybody's house was kept, yard cut, like.
But like, listen, people that setting from Richmond Heights, and I joke about it all the time, but it's like, he always said he is a whole city, but you would think that it's on an island by itself.
Right.
But that was honestly how communities were. You know who they were, you know who their children were, you know their parents, like, you know their schedule. So if you knew that somebody wasn't supposed to be home at a certain time, you see stuff going on, you know, like, neighborhood watch. That's where that came about, because we looked out for each other.
But
now,
you didn't need that in our neighborhood. If somebody was in your house, you know who it is.
Did you say you know who it is?
Yes. Oh, that's so-and-so son. You up to no good again. You already know who it is because you know the neighborhood that well.
That is funny. Did you say if somebody else, you know who it is?
I'm serious. Somebody broke in our house and we knew exactly who it was. And we went right down there and talked to him.
Did you say you went to talk to him?
I went to talk to his daddy. And we got it straight. But we knew who it was. It wasn't nobody from outside coming in.
Antonio said they are really programmed to be unsocial. Facts. Now listen, why do you think that is? Like, first of all, our children, I'm not even going to go to adults yet. Our children and teens have no social skills.
But that's because if you have, first of all, a teen is not going to listen to their parents, pretty much. So we control their mind and how they think. This is by design, because the only input that young, impressionable mind has is these social media, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, right? And we can cater what's on there to push a certain narrative or a certain thing because no one else has an input in their life.
Hey, T. Marie.
That makes sense?
No. Who controls their mind? The parents?
No, the people that own the social media.
Oh, okay. Because you said we control. You said we. They don't listen to their parents.
The people that run the social media and all that stuff.
Okay, well, that's the part you didn't say first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If that's all you have access to that you're listening to, because they're not listening to their parents.
Right.
Even the parents are falling for that, because what we always talk about, different social media recipes or things we saw in there. We send each other clips all day long. So everybody is pervasive throughout society where everything is leaning that way. That's why you see older people acting more like the young people now, because everybody's getting their stuff from the same source.
Right.
So if you don't go to church, you don't meet anywhere in the community, you don't have any friends to voice a different opinion, and what do you have? So,
but here's the thing, right? I could take you, like, I can take my child to a birthday party, right? Somebody, my coworker,
right?
They don't know nobody at this party. My child go in there, maybe quiet for a second. By the time you get finished, they're gonna be mingled in, talk to somebody, and then they be like, oh, this, and then okay, here this answer. Hey, like, you just meet one person, and then by the time you leave, you got a whole group of friends.
Do that really happen anymore?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen now
Right.
because they don't know how to have a, like, one of the guys, remember that guy we watched that time? I wish I could find that clip. He said, when you would sit in the doctor's office, you would have a conversation with the person next to
Right.
you. You leave the doctor's office, you might have a lifelong best friend with somebody you met in the doctor's office randomly, but now everybody's on their phone. If the police ask you what was the person that came in there and did XYZ wearing, you don't know because your face was stuck in your phone.
But I'm telling us by design. Listen, when we were young, think about all the different social things that we used to do. We had Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts. Our parents played bingo. They went and had cards. They played cards. Like, they were always getting together. Right?
What Lena saying?
Because the child 12 and the mama 28 and the grandparent 46.
Now that's the truth too.
Yeah.
But Lena, you can't talk about that without it being micros underneath there. Without it being a whole issue about saying them. Baby.
Oak Ridge Class 93 celebrated a 30-year reunion last weekend. It was shocking how small the band was, how the game was not well attended by the students.
Listen, school spirit.
Oh, it's just done.
Like,
we be at our son game and they undefeated and they be so quiet.
No, but
like,
no.
That's
The cheerleaders don't cheer. The cheerleaders. My sister, who was a cheerleader, said, "All you doing is shaking their booty," because like it was like, shake it. I was like, when they need encouragement, there's no like,
no nothing.
There's no like,
you know, remind them, hey, y'all did, oh yeah, we're gonna be cheering, we cheerleaders.
Let's get rowdy or something like, you know. So at one game, I forgot, this was last year, I think it was. I done started the whole stand of cheering. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like,
they don't have any cheers that involve the crowd like they used to back in the day. To get the crowd going.
They don't have cheers that involve the cheerleaders.
Listen, our game used to be so rowdy.
Listen,
you couldn't hear nothing.
So T. Marie says, yep, because I'm a 45-year-old grandmother. My daughter went to prom and nobody danced at all. Listen, people used to come for prom stank. Because they danced the whole night away. Nah, they like, I ain't finna mess up my Gucci's.
The girls dance with the girls. No, ain't no boys.
They home, they dance with their home girls.
That's what I'm saying.
Like this.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
I don't know.
That's it, buddy.
I don't know what we. I mean, there are things we can do, but
it was about the pictures and dinner. Do you remember when graduation themes were inspirational? Yeah, it's a certain city now where they put fallen comrades on their dresses.
On their prom.
The prom dresses. People that's no longer here.
Like, I'm celebrating people that's not here.
Why? For why?
So listen, we have made it clear. We have made it clear that we don't participate just because everybody else do it. We don't do it over here. I don't care. All my friends.
Not the same.
I don't care what everybody's doing. That ain't how I'm gonna be able to rock. God gave you a different set of parents, baby. That ain't how we rocking over here.
The rest of them don't belong to me.
Correct.
So I can't help you with that.
But to me, the prom and stuff and everything was more about, now it's about the parents, me showing off.
How much money you gonna spend doing craziness?
There was a lady that spent $1,000 for a custom dress for her daughter for prom.
Yeah, I was talking to my boy Tommy. He said one of his homeboys, they just spent $4,500 for homecoming, renting a car, and they got a son. Not even no dress or nothing. Just renting. I think they rented like a Porsche or something, on them Porsche cars.
For homecoming?
Homecoming. $4,500. I said what?
Yeah. So y'all tell me the truth. Do y'all be out here spending that kind of money on homecoming and all this stuff?
Ooh-wee. So our graduation theme was going to the future and positively impact the world.
Right.
T-Baby say it's a no for me.
It's a no.
Big Mike say skip parties, grad night. The barbecues were awesome when we were in school.
Listen, skip part. They have multiple skip days now. Guess what? Edgewater first skip day was at Aquatica.
The $90 to get in.
Did you say I'm gonna pay $90 for you to go to Aquatica for a skip day? You better Aquatica butt in the tub.
No, sir. Well, look, we used to go to free stuff.
Right.
When Kava was free.
This man said $90.
$90
to go to Aquatica.
They say nope. 4,500, and they caught the bus to work the next day.
Right.
Probably.
You know that I'm telling you, our priorities are off.
Yeah, I ain't be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it.
T-Baby, that is a no for me. I'm just saying,
you see the one where that lady redid her whole yard? You seen it?
What
she redid her whole yard for the little girl. Remember they had like a big yard party with tents and all kind of junk.
Yeah, that's what he just said. With Calvin
Springs all day. That's why free night. I think it was like $8 to get in or something.
It wasn't $8 back then. It's like
$6. It was something cheap to get in. But that was it.
Antonio said, when I went back 2 years later to my friend's graduation, the theme was "Whoop There It Is." Did you say the theme was "Whoop There It Is"? Oh God! But like whoop, come on now, whoop that "Whoop There It Is."
Lincoln Town car was the car to have a prom. Nah. Well, when our oldest son went, they had a limo, remember? But like 3 sets of parents chipped in and shared the cost for the limo.
Ooh, child, I was not happy about that prom. That girl he went with.
And he had a broken arm too.
That was my issue. He had this old bossy chick with him. He had his tuxedo or whatever. I mean, his suit. She got some keys. And it got like, you know, them puffs that girls have. You know, girls have a bunch of junk on their keys. She gives it him and put it in your pocket and do this. And I said, take that out your pocket. Yeah, I know your man is standing right there, but I'm here for her. If she wanted it, she can get it. I'm here for her. Let her say something bad.
You know what? It's just about to churn.
Cause first she was acting a fool. You remember?
I remember.
She was late. Oh, she was mad because of this, and she talking to her mama in kind of way. And I think my face must have looked at her like, with 10 heads. Are you talking mama that way?
Yeah, but she came from a special home. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but still.
Yeah, so she, you know, I let her live.
No, I'm done.
Not up.
T-Baby said she ain't go to prom at all. And Johnny's talking for real. Listen to the music. But pre-NWA, it was based in fun and enlightenment, not thuggery. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. But you know, he's cheering today, boy. We just gotta love him. Gotta pray for him. Help we guide him in the right direction. She said, "What city we in?"
Orlando.
Yeah, we're in Orlando.
Yeah, listen,
Florida.
And I laugh because I don't know. I just look at. I certainly say I overanalyze why people do what they do too much. But just like how we started off this live about how people were this particular guy started to come for us because people was giving compliments. It wasn't a lot of people on live saying talk about us. Somebody decided to share some love. And you had somebody else. And this is how he said it, y'all. Butt still too. So this is how he said it. He was like, because he was setting up. So this he said. So I don't mean devil's advocate. Don't be devil's advocate, right? So you know what I'm saying? Check this out, whoop whoop, and then you know whoop whoop. Then you know everybody was on Derek Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Whoop whoop. And then first of all, I want to say stop saying whoop whoop. That's not a word. You gonna come for me? Use some correct English. That's what I wanted to say. First of all,
whoop,
I didn't.
It's actually words, song lyrics.
That's not words. Okay, that's. So then he's like, whoop, whoop. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoop, whoop. I don't want to know about it. Whoop, whoop. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, whoop, whoop. I don't envy nobody. Whoop, whoop. Who says about envying something to say that I want love like what I see them display is not. And they said, you see their interaction. You see them disagree. They disagree. They have fun. They still laugh. They talk through it. You know, like they're saying they see all the sides of us. Basically, there's not just one side. Like it ain't like we ain't on here like we lovey-dovey. You know, people we see that just look into the eyes of kids. That ain't us. That ain't who we are. We love each other, but my husband's not very lovey-dovey.
I wait till the camera go off to do that.
He's not very lovey-dovey. He's very hunchy.
I mean,
he's hunchy, but he's not lovey-dovey. Okay, there's a difference. We're not walking down the street and frolicking in the park.
Well, we actually did frolic. So yes,
we did frolic one time, but I begged him.
See, baby, say envy was in him. He spoke the word of his emotion.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I kept saying, what is this whoop de whoop stuff? Like, where?
Antonio said he might as well have said, ain't nobody said nothing about me.
Basically. Antonio, I promise you. And what made, okay, so I was in the bed and they kept saying, bring Black Love up, bring her up. I was like, I'm in the bed. I was actually kind of bummed. Like I said, just my uncle is on life support. My cousin them had to actually pull the plug today, but he's still, hanging on here. But it's been a rough week. Emotionally, I was having to get up really early, go to a training that was by the airport, and it was all day. It was a lot. So I was mentally, physically tired. And so it kind of gave me a little bit of love when they showed love, which that we weren't the topic. It was about something else. How they came on, I don't know. But then the whoop whoop, and then the whoop, whoop whoop, and then the whoop whoop. I'm just saying, everybody find whoop that whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Whoop whoop. I was like, ooh, when people talk like that, I be wanting that. That's what I want to go into the petty moments in my life.
Why?
Because I want to be like, you can't even talk to what she do. What she do, I might even won't. You know what I'm saying? They had the communicator. He didn't say communication. He said some word communicate. It was a whole. I ain't never even heard this variation of this word. But he said some guy communicator.
Listen,
and then,
but I'm saying that you might not, but you might. You can't. You gotta get another one.
But listen, here you go. I don't want that. I'm single out here though, because these chicks out here. Well, obviously, what you doing, sir, is not working.
Right. Yeah.
So you might want to try to find. I told myself, and I did come back. I said, listen, sir, this is what I want you to understand. No one said anything about envying us, first of all. But secondly, I said, if you see somebody successful in life, you want to know what did they do. Not that, because you can have a different business, but what they do. They had to get up, work hard. They got to grind. They got the
principles are the same.
There are some principles that you have to follow. Same thing with marriage. You can't have a successful marriage and say, I ain't going to invest no time. I'm not going to learn my spouse. I'm not going to love my spouse. There's just things you cannot do. So no one asked you to be me and Cedric. You're not going to do it. The average woman couldn't have dealt with Cedric because Cedric's tongue would cut you like a two-edged sword, because he used to say some stuff that I think that I should still be having wounds from. God has brought it from a long way. But that's all a part of.
Anyway, Tony will say it lovey-dovey. He just displayed it different. Yes, sir.
He is not lovey-dovey, Antonio.
Hey, break it down. Then he says, sometimes, sis, you just got to ignore nonsense, which is true.
It just got me on the wrong day, Antonio. But it got me to thinking, like, why are people like that?
But you should be happy, because when people going through all that, why would I waste my time and energy saying all that if I wasn't affected by what I was seeing or what somebody was saying about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, people, if you're not a factor, people don't waste their time saying anything about you. Like, they just go ahead on. That's why, like, when you don't acknowledge people or say anything about certain things, they feel away because, well, they didn't even say nothing. You know what I mean? So you should be happy that they're whatever.
All right, so anybody want to come in the box now? Y'all can over here.
I wish I would have seen that whoop de whoop, but I'd have had me laughing.
No, you really would have. His name is Big Whoa.
What?
And he is a child. He is our child age.
But he might be from. I know they say that a lot in out west.
No, listen. And the one dude on here, he from talking about down south. Oh. So Big Woe says, the one that's doing the whoop whoop. No, Florida women, you don't understand. I want to say he said even Florida women. He's like, y'all don't understand. They do something, and you got to tell me. And he said something about.
Well, they might.
He kept saying Florida. No, but he said whatever about. He said no, because all Florida women do this.
Baby, you've been out the game a long time.
No, baby, it wasn't about what you're doing in dating. It was about something in regular life.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, well, that's not the truth, because
Tony will say when the lights on, that's lovey-dovey.
Whatever.
The lights on.
Turn the lights down low.
AC on, everything, baby.
AC show on now.
It's amazing how when the water and stuff ain't on, don't nobody think about being lovey-dovey in.
No, sir.
But listen, but Antonio, I tell my husband thank you, and I love him and I appreciate him for keeping the lights on. I don't take it for granted I can hit a light switch and it come on.
Yeah.
I absolutely do not.
And listen, every time I pay one of them little ransom notes, that's lovey-dovey.
Did he say ransom note? Is that what a bill is? A ransom note? Antonio.
Baby, you mess around and be in negotiations around here.
I know that's right.
Did you say the bill is a ransom note?
Yes, sir.
It's a
Hey,
ransom
Ginger.
note. Hey, listen, if you don't pay it, what they do?
There you
Hold the
go.
service from you.
There you go.
It's a ransom.
But did you say it was a ransom note?
Yeah, it's a ransom note. They send them in the mail every day.
Yeah, they sure enough do. Look, they don't even send them in the mail no more. They send it to your email, to your phone. They don't got slick with it.
Listen, Alabama Power sends me a text message.
Yes, sir.
Hey, your bill due. This is how much it is.
Yeah.
Don't let me catch you slipping.
Right.
Keep on playing.
All right. You're going to be in the dark now.
Listen.
You'll be over there singing Parliament. Flashlight.
Hey, Purple. Well, I appreciate y'all input because that whole situation, it bugged me. And it's not just the only one. I've had other people that like we help couples out of the goodness of our heart because there's things that we wish that we would have got along the way. Stuff that we wish people would have told us, would have helped us with. That we had a couple that helped us, don't get us wrong. But there was stuff that we wish we would have known. And so we try to pay that forward. And so what happens though is that when people, them same people that you pay it forward with, that you help you up in the midnight hour, and then when they get on solid ground, then they give you their butt to kiss until the bottom fall out again. And it's so funny because I started getting them calls. God laid you on my heart. Girl, please, what's going on with your marriage? God ain't laid you on nothing. Stop lying. Your marriage is ready again.
You do not know him.
Listen, if you only call me and then all of a sudden now you done start telling me about your marriage and you ain't called me no other time, I already know it. I already know the liquor when you call.
Mm. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, sis. I want you to think about a thief. And what does a thief do?
They take.
But before they take, what they do?
They withhold it till you pay that bill.
Shut up, Gum Solomon. Look at Solomon.
That's a kidnap.
Solomon is crazy.
But think about it. Before a thief comes and steals from you, he has to watch you.
Right.
Because he has to find out what you got.
Right. And your schedule when you're going to be home, when you're going to be gone.
Even though you may have, that was your first experience with them, contact with them, that don't mean that these people ain't out here watching you.
Right.
And they've already formulated opinion and they got a dislike because they see stuff that they want. That
But Antonio, so help me with this, right? I didn't mean to cut you off, but since we're going down this road. If they watch you because they dislike you, why continue to keep? I don't watch people that I dislike.
But that's you, sis.
But does the average person watch people they don't like?
Because it's not a genuine dislike.
I understand, and I tell my brother this all the time. What we do as people, we assume that 2 + 2 is 4 for everybody.
Right. That's correct.
It ain't for some folks.
For a lot of folks.
and you can't superimpose your understanding that you have on the other people and just take it that they generally have the same.
If you don't sound like Cedric Thomas right now.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am. It's real. I guess I don't know. I see people that now it's some people that when we're talking about relationship stuff, they'll pop up on our timeline. I get a lot of relationships that pop up on my YouTube timeline, TikTok timeline, Facebook timeline, because that's kind of stuff we watch. But generally speaking, like we do it for topics and to see what people's mindsets are, because we get couples that come to us, we like that. Is that okay in your house? Look, like you like, is that really okay that you don't come home? Is that okay?
Mike said they want to get their followers up. They're in it for the clicks and the likes.
But
there you go.
But it's not even people that's like, it's not even people, Mike, that's
But you don't know. They might be having. They might have a plan to come up or whatever. You never know what people be plotting.
I don't know. I just don't sit around and waste my time watching people that I don't like.
But I don't watch the people I do like.
And that's the truth.
Let alone the ones I don't like.
I feel like my time is
I
valuable.
ain't got time for none of that.
My time is valuable. So I am not gonna sit around here and not
Hey, T baby.
and not value, hey y'all, not value my time enough to watch people that I don't like. I personally don't get it.
I don't have time to go around not liking
Because you're not a hater, sus. So you're not gonna understand it from a hater's perspective.
Exactly.
If you ain't got nothing going, there are people that have nothing going on in their life, and they're not doing the work to have anything going on. They just want to sit back, look at other people, and you always you ever dealt with that one person that you go somewhere with and stuff is going on and they always doing this? Well, if it was me, I would have.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you have those people that I was on a date one time, and I took her to this little club, and they had a live band, and you know, and you know, they had a little, you know, they served food. It was a nice ambience. You know, you had to, you know, dress a certain way to get in, and the whole time, all she was talking about was if it was her, what she would do. Well, it's all right. But if it was me, I would have did this. You know what? I grabbed her chicken and throw it in the garbage can. Come on, let me take you home.
There you go.
Did you say you grabbed her chicken?
Yes. Let's go.
Antonio.
Ain't nothing wrong worse than an old ungrateful joker.
Listen, you could have just told me to leave. Don't throw my chicken away, though.
Right, listen. What? She's like, I give myself a ride home.
This what happened though, T baby. She messed around and said this chicken good, but if I'd have cooked it, okay, well you go home and cook you some chicken.
Dang. Okay.
Listen, you
That's
never
chicken
know
right now.
why
Thank
people
you
do
for some
stuff.
chicken.
I always reference this one scary movie where they were trying to hurt these people, and the lady asked
Hey,
why.
can you hold on? I hear some tea, baby. I need to mute. Thank you.
Yeah, there's this scary movie where this family just shows up with these masks on. They start trying to hurt this other family. And so the lady's like, why? Why are you doing this? And the lady was like, because you were home.
Wait.
No particular rhyme or reason. You was home.
Right.
They knocked on some other people, though. Them people weren't there. But you was home. So now you're going to get what you get. Hey, it's home. So that's what I'm saying.
You should have went to that participation trophy party.
There you go.
You know what, Solomon? Ooh, Solomon got to always be so extra, really.
I'm telling you. Look, you want to know how people do stuff, they don't even know half the time.
Well, I don't know. I spend too much time. Oh, my God. It's called Strangers.
Say
Baby,
some
I'm brain
people on here watch other people's lives just so that they can go onto their live or go to another person's live and then talk about you.
Exactly.
And you become their, like how they say on some of these reality shows, like people don't have no storyline because they really don't have no life.
Right.
You become their storyline. So they spend a whole week having lives about, you know, married couples who fake the funk and act like they happy. And then you're like, dude, you know, come on now. If this is what you really want for your life, go out there and get it. But if you can't get it, then have a discussion about what you need to do in your life to correct your life so that you can have it. But a lot of people don't want to do that because, you know, he gonna blame all the women in his life, but really, he just a hurt little boy running around here in a man's skin.
The name of that movie is called Strangers. Y'all heard me?
When people
Y'all heard me? The name of that movie was
do that to me. Sometimes I'll go under my second screen name and just go in and just so I can listen.
And look, that goes back to talking about the participation trophies, because everybody don't want to do the work to get to where they at, but they want to have the recognition.
Right.
Yes.
So you might not have you might not have a lot of people in your life, but when people go to talk about you, you're gonna have a lot of people in their life to talk about you. They ain't even met you.
And then there's other people who watch your live and then go back and try to imitate your format and get mad at you because they can't do your format the way you're doing it.
You're like, I tell people, because somebody was like, y'all just, well, I forgot what they were saying. I was like, that's not playing. Like, this just, look, we should talk. What you see is how we are at home in the morning, noon, night. Like, this is us. Sometimes I tell him, I said, you got to smile a little bit because people think you mean. So the name of that movie you were talking about earlier was called Strangers. And Mike said, you guys are doing something right. Cat Williams says, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. He says we should have more haters next year than this year.
There you go.
I don't like it. Hush.
That's life.
Hush, Mike. Hush, y'all.
I even tell my moderators, don't kick them out right away. Let them hate. It lets me know I'm doing something good.
I'm talking about.
Listen, these in summertime. Okay, so let's talk about since we on the topic of moderators. Let's talk about these moderators. Not your. I don't know about your room. I don't know about your room, Solomon. But I have seen people who have moderators that if you don't agree with the moderator's opinion, then they gonna kick you out.
Oh yeah.
Listen, they were having a discussion, and I have a person that I like her live, but I can't go it anymore because if you can't control your moderators, then I can't do it. I'm not gonna be emotionally drained just to be in your room to support you. You get what I'm saying? So they were having a conversation. They were talking about submission, and the person said, they got the whole thing. So then I said something about, it's amazing how we won't submit to our husbands, which is what everybody was saying. And I said, but you'll submit to your boss who don't like you. You'll submit to the rules of the land. You're gonna get a driver's license. You're gonna get a driver's license. They told you to get one. And then so when her moderator was like, that's the same thing. And I said, actually, it is. You're still submitting something. And then she was like, I've been doing this. I said, okay, I'm telling you my opinion. I've been doing this as well. And then she's like, you're teetering. I ain't got to teeter nowhere. I ain't got to be over here. Bye. Have your stupid life. Bye.
Wait, was your teetering a threat to tell you that you're saying something and you about to get?
Listen. I ain't talking about no disrespectful tone. Like it wasn't, because I thought alive we have a topic is your opinion. It's people come on here that totally disagree with me and Cedric, and that's fine. But y'all know I ain't cursing. I ain't talk crazy. I said it's amazing how you'll because everybody was saying that was on the panel was saying you should submit to your husband, whatever. But it's amazing how you'll submit to your husband, but you won't submit to your husband, the one that loved you, but you'll submit to your job or to the rules of, like if they tell you to get a driver's license, you get it. They tell you to renew this, you'll do it. And honey, they told me I was teetering. Because I said, well, yes, it is. So it's not the same. I said, yes, it is. You're teetering. Well, I'm going to teeter my big behind out this room. How about that?
Oh, she got triggered because
that's why. But these moderators are doing this.
Yeah, somewhere in her vocabulary is the "can't no man tell me what to do."
No. T-Baby, that's the thing. She believes in submission. So that's what she said, that me saying about submitting, we submit every day to somebody, like our boss, the laws. Like if you got somebody that's over you at your job, you got to submit to what they tell you to do. That's being obedient what they tell you. That is the definition.
Exactly.
If you're not doing what they tell you to do, you are fired or written up until you're fired. But that's it. And so she believe in submission. She just said me when I said we submit to other stuff, but not to that. She said it's not the same thing. I said yes, it is. I'm teetering. Don't worry about it. I'm teetering. Don't worry about it. And then the next day, somebody tagged me in a video. The person who's live was tagged me in a video about relationships. You won't get me to write no comment on there because I don't want to be teetering.
You're teetering.
How's it teetering though? You don't have an opinion?
Hey, check this out, sis. You light skin, sis. I see you with your glasses and your red thing on your head, and you light skinned as can be.
I'm brown skin, pecan tan.
I don't know why you don't want to be light skinned.
I'm pecan tan.
So you know who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me calling you outside yourself don't affect you because you know you're not light skinned.
I'm pecan tan.
You be light skinned.
But
you know, sometimes these folks want you to go with their narrative, and some of these rooms on TikTok ain't about real conversation and the sharing of opinions. It's about this is the way I want my life to go, and I'm bashing men or I'm bashing women over here, or this is my thought process. And if you don't think the way I think, I don't want you in the room.
But listen, it's the thing. It's not even the host that's the issue. It's the moderators that, like, and I know it's hard. I know, Solomon, one time you had an issue with moderators. I know it's hard to find. I don't even know what questions to ask for a moderator. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do a moderator screening? Do you have sense?
Listen, if you ain't on this panel, if you ain't up in here and we talking and I can hear you, and I was raised in a time when you couldn't turn the telephone off. You just had to act like you ain't here.
You couldn't turn the telephone off? Yeah. Well.
You got to remember that some people have moderators that don't share the same vision as them. So they got people that just follow them and maybe make comments and said they was cool and, you know, put them on to some weird comments in the comment section and then said, you know, hey, I'll moderate for you and kick these people out. And then now they're like their permanent moderator, but then those people don't even believe in the same vision as them. You know, you gotta, I always remember that Jezebel and Ahab, all them spirits, they slide in, they slick. You don't recognize it until you're looking at it like, oh, so
what you doing,
this is me. So that's probably what it is. She got a spirit that she entertaining that's, you know, slid under the guy as a moderator. That's
Yeah. I don't know. It to me, it's just crazy. I ain't got that kind of time to be teetering.
You on the edge, brother.
Y'all, since I first came across y'all, sis, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all the bomb, and I ain't never heard nothing crazy come out of y'all mouth. Y'all, like, whatever y'all say has sensibility to it, and y'all do what y'all do, and y'all are giving people advice based on what you live. And there's a trueness to it. There's not an agenda. Some people on here, like you say, for the agenda. Some people are trying to monetize. Some people want to make TikTok their job. They do all this stuff and they trying to get bread. You know what I'm saying? So you got this real life enviousness that is on this application. And I think TikTok feeds into it.
It does.
Oh, of course.
It does.
You know, because why else would it be so easy for me to just go report your page and get your shit off or get your banned or something like this? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you get anywhere where you got a conglomeration of people, there are going to be a percentage or a sector of those people that are going to be ungenuine and just going to do things to cause confusion just out of the sheer fact that I can cause confusion. Just like the little kid in the class who don't want to learn, but I'm finna disrupt the entire class so nobody can learn.
Right. I got you. I don't know. That was just my moment. That's not how I think. And so it's hard for me to think like, why would you know, my thing, like, why would such and such do that? Listen, Cedric used to get sick of me. It'd be 2:00 in the morning. Like, why would they say that? Like, who would do that? He was like, you can't expect people to think like you think. And I'm like, but what reason would cause them to do that? I'm having a whole powwow. He's like, you're overthinking it. Some people just who they are.
See, back in the day, sis, when people act like that, it was okay to go upside their head. And then they kind of understood that I shouldn't act that way. But now with all this touchy feel good stuff and these participation trophies, and I don't test well, you know what I'm saying? Every day you come to work, if you are my registered nurse and every day you come to work, that's a test. If you don't test well,
Right.
I don't want you to be my nurse.
I know that's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you right.
But there was a time when, like one of the comedians said, it was a time when there was people who knew shh, and there was people who didn't know shh. And if you didn't know shh, you kind of shut up when the people who knew shh was talking.
Not
Right.
now. They done learn some words, honey. And if not, they'll make them up, won't they, T-Baby?
Man, listen, you I make something up quick and put it on Wikipedia. It's gone. I'm putting some
Listen,
words on Wikipedia
Antonio,
The
tomorrow.
people that don't know that is the ones that talking loud.
we had somebody coming live the other night that was gonna teach me and T-Baby some words.
I'm a purgatory something.
Listen, T-Baby, Antonio, you know your sis, right? I don't do well. Okay, I'm a person that if, like you said, people don't know stuff, it's words I don't know. Cedric got an extensive vocabulary. Okay, God has blessed me around a group of men that does. Like, you know, first it started with my daddy, who's, you know, an engineer. My daddy, you know, he got a really large vocabulary. So if it was a word, I could ask him what it means and how to use it. And I never was made me feel like I couldn't ask a question. So then my brother-in-law, attorney, civil rights, the same thing. Then I married Cedric, you know, same thing. You know, now with that, but he, you know, his mom was a principal. Like, so they, you know, I don't have a problem because he gonna tell you how you normally use it. My kids be like, Daddy, give us some SAT words. So we was in live. The guy started saying he's a bishop, and what was the word?
Percolatory.
He said men start to not him anymore because he's a bishop, but they usually know if they want to marry a woman from percolatory. And I said, so then they asked me the question, and I said, okay, before we start, can you tell me what percolatory means? So then he said something looking good and this and the other. I said, so you don't look at a woman because you're a bishop now? Because you know, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter who you are. Your eyes are what attracts you to somebody in the beginning. I said, you don't know they saved and got a Holy Ghost filled aura or whatever they be calling that glow around them until you have a conversation. And so I'm trying to Google the word, can't find it. I said, how you spell that? He told me, he like
RK.
You listen. So Antonio, I done tried to spell it 10 different ways. So then I said, I done tried it every way. He was like, he started putting in the words of my cousin, emphasis. He put emphasis on different words. So I was like, different letters in the word. So then somebody said, I asked Siri and she didn't tell me. She didn't know. So then on live I asked Alexa and she was like, she said everything, but she couldn't find it. So T-Baby in the comments is rolling. But I wasn't being funny. I'm trying to understand. I can't reply to your comment without knowing what the word you're talking about. So I called Cedric on FaceTime, Antonio, because on my computer. I said, Cedric, you're on live so they can hear you. So somebody told me, I thought, Cedric gonna cuss him out. I said, no, but Cedric will be there and said, that's dumb and they stupid. And whoever said that. So I had to preface it because Antonio, he gonna give you what comes to his mind. we trying to be nice. So I told him, he's like, what word? He was like, how you spell it again? I was like, we can't find it on nowhere. So then by the time Cedric got home, he figured out what he was trying to spell, but we had found it. It was another word, but it didn't mean nothing about what he said. Pulchritude was the word, but he kept saying percolatory.
That's what you gotta put the part where Zed was on, and you said, what does a word mean? And he said, that ain't no word. You gotta say that part.
So listen.
That ain't no word.
You said, because I said, baby, what does that mean? You talking about that ain't no word.
Oh, what he was saying?
Yeah,
I told that ain't no word.
No, but it's laughing because I had given you a warning. If I wouldn't have said that part, T-Baby, it would have came out worse than that ain't no word. Cedric would be like, that whoever that is dumb. He-
But the way he said that ain't no word. No, he paused. Like, wait a minute. Should I say this? He paused and he chuckled a little bit, and then he said, "Man, that ain't a word. That is not a word."
oh God.
And we all started, like, everybody started laughing.
Well,
'cause
first of all, everybody
everybody
had exhausted all of their resources. We had phoned a friend, we had phoned Alexa, we had phoned Siri, we had phoned everybody.
But what you told me, he said some excuse after I got off the phone that he didn't remember how to spell it.
No, he said he was putting too much. It has a U in it, right?
Mm.
He said he was putting too much emphasis on the O. I said that means, because I asked you, was you spelling it wrong, pronounced wrong? He said no. I said no. If you use an O and it's a U, you're spelling it wrong.
But he said PR or something.
Yes,
And that's not how you spell it.
maybe we know now, but at that time,
But that's what threw me off. You talking about PR? Oh, PR? Oh, what? I was like, what is that? No, I don't-
He said,
I'd ask him, purgatory, is that the place in between heaven and hell?
you know what? Listen, but Antonio,
Yes.
here go the better part.
Dante's Inferno.
And he kept saying, so first of all, I don't know who the people in the comments was. They were like, why is she not understanding? I said, she's with a sinful mind. I said, sinful, it does not matter your title in the body of Christ to know that when you meet somebody, you see them with your eyes first. There is no Holy Ghost button or clothing.
But he was using it in the wrong context anyway, because you told him
and
use it
that
in a
was the
sentence.
same lady
And it was
that
the same
said
one.
that she had just seen that word earlier that day and had used the same word, and the word was perclitude.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
So she was lying.
Listen,
P-E-R-K. That's how he started spelling it.
She was lying.
P-E-R-K.
listen.
Unless you talking about Percocet, the medicine.
I bet you that Jew got the Holy Ghost all over it. That what he doing?
But this was his claim though, right? He said, I am teaching people how to expand their vocabulary. I said, you must first know how to talk and say the word before you go teach somebody
Boy,
that. Now, I did say that.
He beat that word all up.
T-Baby. I said, how you gonna teach? I said, how you gonna teach him if you don't know?
Somebody tell me how to say I'm a bishop, I'm this. I get in them type of arguments all the time. I be like, look, bro, you might have been called, and I'm not debating that God didn't call you, but he didn't send me a Holy Ghost text message. I didn't get a sanctified email or nothing. So I just can't go off your word. I gotta watch you and see what you do for a second.
No, but listen, how you gonna be? Hey,
We forgot to carry the K
oh,
and
geez.
minus the E
Oh,
and
God.
carry and then subtract.
Yeah, subtract and divide some
and
letters.
add.
No, listen, but how are you going to be in the words of the old people, an English teacher, not English, but an English teacher, and you don't speak English?
Look,
He
was
ate
mixing
his
math
lunch.
with it.
And she didn't mean to eat his lunch, but he offered the lunch because he doubled down on perclitude. And we had Siri, Google, Alexa, we had everybody, all hands on deck. We were on Google, and then he killed it when he said, I saw the word on Wikipedia. Boy,
No, I said, where'd you see it? He said, Wikipedia. I said, that ain't no source. I said, do you understand? I can go right now and enter my own definition to that same word on Wikipedia. I said, if you write a paper for college or anywhere, you cannot use Wikipedia as a source.
Not
You
at all.
cannot.
Nobody home.
Praise.
You listen. Now, I'm not the degree person, but I know what I know. What I don't know, I don't mind asking. But what I do know,
That's Wikipedia.
hey, in the words of Bubba Gum, you are not a Forrest Gump. You are not a smart man.
Hey, Wikipedia is like going to ask your wine or uncle.
I mean, listen,
So,
Wikipedia, I can go on there and write a word right now and let them publish it.
Did you say Wikipedia? You didn't tell me that part.
Oh, I didn't.
He said Wikipedia with his whole chest.
And what did I say? And T-Baby, what did I say?
You a wild boy.
Right, she said on Wikipedia, she said Wikipedia is not a source. You can make up words in Wikipedia. So you telling us a word that you found on Wikipedia, and he doubled down and was like, yeah, it's Percolitude, P-E-R-K. And I'm in the comments like Percocet.
Molly Perkins. I said I cannot. She was not helping.
Hey,
She was not
he
helping.
found that word on Wikipedia after he took a Percocet.
I said, listen. She did not help. I want you to know.
Yeah.
She did not help.
That was after he took the Percocet, he found that word.
He got in his feelings and then said, I'm not trying to offend nobody. What I want you to know is I'm around and I bring people in, and you know what I'm saying?
And I teach people. He kept saying, I teach people. If you come to my page, you will see that I teach. First of all,
Teach him what?
no, listen. First of all, the girl whose page it was said she went to his page, and he had a mattress on the floor talking about he teaching me about the wealth. What you gonna teach me about wealth? You got Jerry curl and a mattress on the floor.
You say the mattress on the floor.
Not a Jerry.
He lied.
Oh, now I promise you, she said
Not on the floor.
the mattress is on
Soul Glow.
lit right, Solomon. Your mattress is on the floor.
Hey, did he have mismatched sheets?
Jerry Curl in 2023 invalidates.
Oh, he had mismatched sheets. You lied.
T-Baby, the last time we talked about this, you know he came in the room. I almost hollered.
Boy, y'all, you know what? Y'all something else.
Now, I just was amazed that you going to use Wikipedia as your source. When it went from bad to worse.
Listen, I wish I'd have been there. I'd have been crying laughing.
But he had the Michael Jackson Pepsi? Did he have the Michael Jackson Pepsi? Or did he have the Coming to America Soul Glow?
Now
Which
you
one did he have?
hey, now you're going to make me go look again. Look.
Because
Listen.
that makes a difference. Because
Hey,
if the crust was not juicy,
listen.
oh,
He might have had the, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have had that Wave Nouveau. The dry curl without the activator. That Wave Nouveau.
Yeah.
I had that dry boy. That Wave Nouveau.
the S wasn't S'ing. It
Nah.
was looking more like C's.
Yeah, I had to get away from that S curl and go to that Wave Nouveau. It was too moist for me, too wet.
He got the C curl. He got the C curl. Oh no.
Look, was it hey,
Made up a word for haberdasheries and hemoglobin. Made up a definition for it.
I just listen. I was just done that he was just so
listen.
adamant about it.
Did he have the tips dyed like ready for the world?
And listen, I went by the other day and I was on
What
my.
about truth?
He came.
I know, right?
Listen, he came my timeline the other day because I don't follow him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to step away. I got all these businesses. His business. He got businesses.
Businesses.
He had a bunch of businesses, and he had to attend to them. They just making their own money. Oh, okay.
Blessed.
Hey,
Yeah, well, if you in the percolitude of life,
that's
I'm just
right.
saying.
I can't with you.
That's
You
right.
will be
Okay.
shaking with the best of
Okay.
them.
That's
That's right.
That he say he got the mattress on the floor because it helped his back. See, he got that sciatica.
What?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, it helped his lower back, the floor. Because
His back is all convoluted.
yeah, there it is.
When it's convoluted, then
You
gotta
know
make sure
what?
that you gotta scratch it out.
He had that Attica prison.
Yes. Yes.
That's what he had, that Attica prison.
Yeah, you gotta scratch it out. It scratches. It scratches. You gotta scratch it.
I went to prison, and that's why I got my degree in the ministry. When I changed my life, and I just want to be able to teach folks and bring it to them. They do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stutter eye. I can't do the stutter eye. The stutter eye, I'll be like, if you don't spit that word out, don't
There
do
you
it.
go.
Listen, it's called a dramatic pause, okay? It's dramatic pause. All right, it's for
No,
effect.
that's something else. There's a medication for that. Like there is a pill for that. Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't
like
do
the champ, in Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yep.
I'm trying to find out.
But once he got that Attica prison straight, he was all right.
Yeah, he good now. He good.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna listen. I really, that's the day I really wish Cedric would have been here, but I'm still trying to teach words, Cedric, what you can and can't say on TikTok, because my husband would have said something. I'd have been like, baby, that's it wasn't like.
All you got to do is say the word, just make up your own. China don't know.
There you go.
You can just be like, Igga, are you crazy?
Jigga what? Jigga who?
Exactly. What the flip is wrong with you?
That's funny.
Oh, look. Oh, he's selling.
TikTok.
Oh, he's selling mattresses.
Oh.
He's selling biohealing beds. Say goodbye to pain with biohealing.
Why he turned to the side like that in that picture? That like them online girls be taking them shots like that.
Y'all, I ain't fooling with y'all night now. I'm going to bed. I got stuff to do.
What you mean?
You got stuff to do?
No, I ain't say you to do. I ain't say you to do. I said stuff to do.
Oh my bad. I thought you. I ain't know. I thought you were trying to say without saying for TikTok.
I just said all I want y'all to know. Hey, Shonda, all I want y'all to know is T-Baby is never the person you want to have in your comments. Actually, Solomon not neither, because Solomon ain't wrapped too tight either. But T-Baby ain't never who you want to say your comments, because her stuff was making it worse.
Listen, I was up there trying to figure out what the man. I couldn't wrap my head around it, and I'm like he was going down.